I make so many Disney videos on this channel that at this point you would think I'm a full-blown Disney adult, which is fine. Love seeing the dark side of a villain. So I figured we would give them a little more love today by building a house in The Sims 4 for them, but with a twist. We're gonna build a house for Disney villains if they were teens in The Sims 4. Of course, we've got our trusty wheel here. I added a bunch of villains and a lot of them are main ones, but I added a few like maybe lesser known ones that I personally like Oogie Boogie. We're gonna be spinning that wheel and each one we land on will get their own bedroom.
Aren't you gonna address the controversy?
Hold on, I need to address the controversy. Just give me a second to apologize here. Hold on. Okay. I, Sid Mac of YouTube, Queen of Clutter, Mother of Boston, Breaker of Sims games, called Tinkerbell a princess. God, she's a fairy. And I guess apparently according to my YouTube comments, she's not a princess. Listen, I am so sorry, Tinkerbell, for messing up your royal heritage or lack thereof. Really so sorry. It's almost like I'm just a villain. Okay. Good start would probably be launching the game. So unlike the other versions of this challenge that I've done recently, I've built this house already, but I am gonna give you a little walkthrough slash tour of it because there's a lot of secret features in here that I wanna show you. This is the home that I built for our Disney villains that are going to be living here. We're gonna assume that this is going to be like a high school dorm residence. I'm building in Copperdale, the high school's around here. And by the way, your Sims don't need to live with adults in the game. Up top, we have this really cool tower with a telescope. There's also a smaller tower over here. And this poor family, you guys are getting addicted. Evicted? Addicted? You're getting evicted, just so you know. Everyone just go over there. You're killing the vibe. Anyway, here's a creepy house for our villains. I've already furnished the interior because we're just gonna be focusing on bedrooms, but let me show you that. In the front door we go, and through here we are into the living room. I used a lot of green, a lot of purple in this build. A lot of just like creepy, weird objects. You're gonna see that there are like scratches all over the walls. And for the rest of it, I kept it black because I don't know who's gonna be living here. I tried to decorate it in a pretty like neutral style of villain aesthetic. So this is the kitchen in here. We've got some crystal balls up there, some potions, creepy candles and lanterns around. Also on this side, I added this creepy cabinet from Paranormal and put some potions and crystal balls in there. You'll notice we have a basement and we have an upper floor. So we're gonna go downstairs. And down here, we have our creepy, eerie green basement. There are some indications of like hobbies going around down here, but nothing too crazy. Not yet. We have a creepy bathroom downstairs, 2 bedrooms down here. I think I'm gonna try and put the most evil villains downstairs in the basement. Upstairs, we've got this hallway here. We've got 2 bedrooms upstairs, 1 bathroom over here. Again, just kind of like a creepy green AF bathroom. But these bedrooms are gonna be pretty cool too because they have a secret tower. So each one has a ladder. The right one has a little bit of a smaller one, but they've got a balcony. You're gonna come upstairs, have 1 tower here with a ladder, 1 tower here, and this one doesn't stop here. It actually keeps going. And I do want to keep the telescope up here because I think it looks really cool, but depending on whoever we get for up there, maybe I can change up the skill item depending. Something to tailor their interests a little bit more. Oh, with the snow falling and everything, it just looks so pretty. Okay, let's go to the wheel, see who's gonna be villain number 1. I'm gonna decide where we're putting them after. We get Captain Hook. Captain Hook is low-key one of my faves on this wheel. I think if I spin the wheel, I'm probably gonna get someone a little more evil than Captain Hook. I'm kind of tempted, even though I know it's the first one, to give him this area here because I'm thinking he's probably got a telescope on the ship, you know, one of those ones where you like go like this and looks through it. What if I tried to make this top part look like a ship? Like Get Famous has some of these, like this is the ship bow here. Okay, this might be weird, but this is a fantasy build after all, so like nothing's really off the table. What if I stuck this at the top part? And what if I connected this like just to the back so it's kind of hanging on, but not quite? And then that top part gets that ship effect. I'm gonna leave it. That's kind of fun. And zoomed out, I mean, it looks kind of weird, but it's Captain Hook's observatory. I don't care. It's already a little squishy up here. I might try and add like some barrels as decor maybe just to fully get that ship effect, but yeah, I'm gonna leave this pretty accessible here. Make sure we've got space for them to come up the ladder, and there we go. That's a pretty fun use of that like top part there. Down in this part, I'm gonna try and carry on with the Get Famous. We can add this sword decor. I'm gonna add one of these for some detail, and maybe with that we can decorate with some candles. Now I can't forget this is going to be for Captain Hook if he was a teen in The Sims 4, which for the Disney princesses when we did that video, they're kind of closer in age, whereas Captain Hook, like how old is he? For the wallpaper down here, I'm gonna try and make the entire thing look like a ship, like below deck, all wood. I think we could maybe pull off something like that. I'm thinking a bed like this. This one's from Vampires. It has some beautiful details going on down the side. Oh, we can use my barrels here as end tables. Let's put these. I'm gonna put them both at the side here. Ooh, this would be cool from Get Famous. Should I put that under the bed, or maybe I'll put that like right over here? The Black Spire brew keg, empty of course. This room is going to be so full of clutter because I'm gonna be putting some of these like vases, anything you would find in the vault of a pirate's ship. Oh, we could put this. He's in bed writing a scroll. We've got this here we can use as decor from Cats and Dogs. Actually, I'm pretty sure there's another one from Get Famous. There's that little prop there, which I think I might use instead. I thought it would look cool if I raised this up and put it on top of the dresser, sort of like a unique built-in thing. I'm adding some old looking lanterns in here. Actually, I changed my mind. I'm gonna use this small space over here for a dresser. This is going to be a desk because in all of the other Disney bedrooms that I've done, I'm adding like a computer or like an area to do homework. Keeping in mind that Captain Hook is going to be doing homework in The Sims 4 is just great to me. I think I might actually start adding some of these chains in here, just again for added detail, giving that like ship effect. Beside the bed, I think looks really cool. Actually, I quite like how that rug looks there from Werewolves. And maybe I could also use this big shelf here. Werewolves has a lot of that like wooden stuff that I'm looking for. And then maybe on this one, we can start adding some like gold, some treasures. And we gotta give this guy some gold. We gotta cut him a break. He's a pirate. Ooh, this cracked mirror too with the red on there. That works perfectly. I needed a little bit more ruggedness, a little bit more of that like teen feel in here. So I added both of these mirrors and they're actually covering up this here from Werewolves. I liked the graffiti on the background in the newspapers, but I didn't want the werewolf to be showing in here so obviously. So I hid them with those mirrors. And in an effort to make them look not so symmetrical, I'm gonna completely ruin my house for a sec. And I'm gonna use one of these scratches here from Werewolves and I'm just gonna place that onto my mirror. We had to delete that wall behind because these were gonna try and like clip to it. Let's close this back up and hope that it doesn't wreck. Oh yes, there. So not as symmetrical as it once was, I guess. Oh my God, imagine we put the cannons up top. Oh, I should have put that. Wait, that looks so cool. What if I put that like at the end of the bed or something? Oh, there's actually a lot of objects in this game that would work for this. Maybe we've stolen these. I would see Captain Hook being a kleptomaniac in game. And these bottles, I'm gonna raise these up and put them on top of my cannon. They literally have messages in a bottle. It's perfect. Yeah, Captain Hook has been held back in school. He's going through this grade like a billionth time. I'm adding a few more treasure items. I looked up gold and I'm seeing so many weird things that I didn't expect. Golden football, for example. We can toss that under there. Golden hen? What the frick? Huh? Of course, for in here, we need a treasure chest. I'm gonna put that right at the end of the bed, I think. Maybe I'll shrink it a little bit right beside this suitcase of books that I've added. And here we have Captain Hook's bedroom if he was a teen in The Sims 4. This looks so cool. I added some lanterns in there with a red light, keeping that warm glow, but with a little bit of evil. All the pieces of gold around the bed, the kegs over there, giving pirate vibes. This side, we have our shelf over here, our desk from Werewolves, some treasures slash collectibles we found through our journey in The Sims. And then over this way, I added this on top again to kind of get rid of that werewolf look, but I feel like maybe we don't even need it. We've already got the cannon down here, adding to that nautical pirate theme with the messages in a bottle. I think this turned out so fun. And of course, we've got our ladder going up to our telescope so we can spy on all our neighbors. So there we go. Captain Hook's bedroom is complete. Let's move on to the next one. Back to the wheel. Let's spin and see who we're gonna get. We get Ursula. Okay, she's up there for me too. An Ursula origin story would be I would die. I would freaking love that. That would be so cool. Hear me out. How freaking cool would an Ursula live action be? Like, come on. She's such a badass villain. Do I want to put her in the basement? I think I could give her a pretty cool basement bedroom. I'm gonna do this one to the left for Ursula. Wait a dang minute. I must have known this previously. Oh, it's the Little Mermaid live action. No. I want the Ursula villain story here. Played by Melissa McCarthy. Okay. That just threw me for a loop. I'm so distracted. Now I just keep looking up this Little Mermaid live action. All right, Ursula obviously also has that under the sea aesthetic. I think I'm gonna give her this dark blue wavestone. I'm gonna get her a bed, but she's also very vain. So I think I do want to give her a vanity. Maybe over here we could do like a whole vanity area with like that there from Vintage Glamour. My color filters I'm setting to purple and blue. I feel like this chair would be kind of fun because it's literally got the octopus on there. It's like a seashell chair, but it's not giving Ursula. We could just do the plain all black. Like when I think of Ursula, I think of absolute diva. Maybe a purple rug there. For my bed, what about something like this? I like these swatches here. I need something like dark. I mean, I could maybe pull that off. Or this one, way more expensive, a little more purple and less patterny. Okay, you can't really see it. I gotta get some lighting going, but this swatch is perfect. The black and purple in there. I'm gonna add some purple candles. This here, this item from Get Famous fits right into that like area for the headboard. So I'm just gonna try and play around with it, get it to go in there, adding a little feature. We can totally add some of this makeup clutter in here. This is from the high school years pack. There's actually quite a bit of it, like this clutter stuff here. Luckily coming in a purple swatch too. I'm putting these literal starfish on the ground. These are from Island Living Debug. Oh my gosh, let's use this as shelving. This is also Island Living Debug. It's coral, meant to be like literally in the water. I'm gonna use it as a shelf. Ooh, I love these candles here from Movie Hangout in that black and purple. I'm currently playing around with this item, which is from Debug and Island Living, and they're sort of hard to work around because they have a weird shape. They have these flowers on them, and I think they look really pretty. They sort of give that underwater, like flowy feel. And I do still need a dresser, so I'm trying to find one similar to those end tables that we had. Like if they've got that purpley swatch, maybe one that matches my end table, although just a regular purple or black could do. I don't know what these plants are from Journey to Batu, but they sort of look like tentacles a little. So I'm gonna be putting these in here. We're gonna decorate with those, and it's coming together quite a bit. There's some empty spaces I'm trying to play around with, and I've rearranged a little as well. I'm using this Realm of Magic rug underneath the bed with these like starfish underneath. And all right, Ursula's bedroom is complete. I hope I did this justice. We're using tons of fun debug from Island Living, the starfish, the coral to give that like underwater sort of vibe, the seashell chair. Over on this side, I added more of our coral coming out of the wall. We've got some clutter over here, as well as some candles, our weird Journey to Batu plants. And then the bed area over here, I think has to be my favorite. The starfish on the floor, the flowers coming up in those like cool spiral patterns. Actually, one last thing I did want to do, we're gonna add the bubble grate. I think I might put this under my bed along with this, because this is going to add some bubbles that are gonna come out. Hold on, let's go into live mode and see if this works. I don't think I've done this in any of my like indoor builds before, but then in live mode, we're gonna get bubbles. Oh, I'm obsessed with this. I deleted a few things in here so that with the bubbles, it didn't look so crazy, but like how cool is that? I'm putting some over here too. Everybody gets bubbles. I'm obsessed. That's so freaking cool. Okay, we're gonna finally move on to the next one. I've been at this for like a little bit, but I love Ursula so much. I couldn't mess it up. Let's go back to the wheel and spin for number 3. All right, spinning for the third villain, we get the Evil Queen. So a little bit about the Evil Queen, because I feel like she's maybe a lesser known villain. She is the villain from Snow White, and she's determined to be the fairest of them all. She's that one. She specializes in dark magic, witchcraft. I think I'm gonna put her in the basement next to Ursula. The two of them are very vain. I feel like it would just work. Obviously, she's a queen. She's gonna be in a castle. I love that Ursula's like steam and bubbles are probably who come through the basement to the entire house. Love that for her. So I'm gonna use black brick down here. I don't know which one, but it's gonna be giving like the castle vibes. We need a bed, and I'm tempted to use one of these ones here from Realm of Magic. And just like Ursula, we're gonna see a lot of purple, but more like on the medieval side than like aquatic, obviously. I'm pretty sure she's the one who's like mirror, mirror on the wall. Like her. So obviously we're gonna need a whole bunch of mirrors in here. I might do like a whole mirror wall here with like a collage of different mirrors, all evil looking, of course. I think I'm gonna put a few apples on her bedside table, or maybe just like underneath here. Obviously Snow White with the apple and the witch. It's very fitting. We're gonna use this rug here from Paranormal Stuff. Ooh, I'm loving this already. That candle kind of brought it together there a little bit. Something about Snow White in general just gives me the biggest creeps. Like I'm pretty sure that's one of the darkest original like fairy tales ever. So we've got the mirrors, but we also have to focus on her like spellcraft part of her. I love how these are turning out so much more whimsical than like the Disney princesses that we did. For her desk, I'm gonna use this one here from Paranormal with this chair from Realm of Magic. And down here we can add a whole bunch of potions, which is actually perfect because upstairs in the kitchen we had a whole bunch on display. Oh, we can put the crystal ball in here. This actually works pretty well in here too. I'm gonna add a shelf in between those two pictures that I just added so that I have more space to add like potions and things like that. Apples, weapons, aka the apple. I'm doing a lamp over there from vampires, and I need to incorporate more of the teen into this one. You know what we could actually do? You know when you do some teens or like children's bedrooms and you put a whole bunch of like action figures on display? What if we went in and got some gnomes? Because obviously Snow White and the Seven Dwarves, we can tie it all together and use these guys as decor. But definitely like the spooky ones, like this guy with like the creepy red glowing eyes, he can go up here. And this guy, freaking Shrek gnome. I'm trying to find like the actual scary ones, and there's quite a few. Maybe in her own like weird world, she's got these gnomes that are ready to go and fight like the other gnomes. If you've had Harvest Fest in The Sims 4, you know these guys are really pesky. They'd be doing some real damage, okay? This might be the only one so far that is actually like giving spooky. So we've got the Seven Dwarves area over there with her magic stuff. We've got her bed over here. This is more so her color scheme. So I'm gonna try and use this wall to blend the two. I do still need a dresser, so I think what I'm gonna do is use these gothic wall shelves from Vampires, the ones I've been using, and I'm gonna combine those with these from Dream Home Decorator. We're gonna hang our clothes on these, but I'm gonna shrink them down to as small as they can get, and I'm gonna just stick them right underneath of these, kind of just to hide them. I want these shelves to look like what our clothes are hanging on. We have to hide these up here, but now it looks like our clothes are hanging on those shelves instead. I'm gonna give her a voodoo doll in there. I feel like she would have fun with that. This mirror literally says mirror, mirror. It was meant to be. So this is what our evil queen bedroom ended up looking like. I did not know those did anything like that in live mode, so that's kind of fun. We have our bed, we have our mirror vanity walls over here. It wasn't giving too much teen vibes until I went in live mode like this. Same thing is on this side, like how freaking fun is that? I think I'm gonna put more purple ones over there now that I know that, but this is what this side is looking like. That is very freaking cool. All right, so Evil Queen's bedroom turning out a lot better than I expected, honestly. And if you're interested in knowing, apparently there's a live action on that coming soon too. Played by Gal Gadot, I guess, which I can totally see it. But let's move on from this one. We have one more to go. Let's go back to that wheel. Spinning for the final time. Let's see who we get. Jafar. Jafar is really scary. Jafar is one scary dude. I would not cross this man. With his aesthetic though, I have a feeling this bedroom is gonna be gorgeous. Okay, so this Jafar bedroom is gonna have to be upstairs, which is actually perfect because downstairs we sort of have this color scheme going on. Upstairs we're gonna have something similar. We've got our Captain Hook bedroom, and this one is also gonna have that red tone. And again, we have that secret tower too. Jafar is wicked, sinister, yet very elegant in a way. I want lots of red, lots of gold, brown tones. So for my flooring, I'm gonna use this shiny tile here from Vampires. I'm still trying to find a good wallpaper though. I think I want to use red, but I'm not finding anything like elegant enough. I was thinking about going for this, or maybe one of these from Vampires. When you move your lighting, it kind of like shimmers on there, and I think it looks pretty. This bed needs to be fancy. I kind of regret using that one for Captain Hook because I want to use it for Jafar, although we could instead use that one. I've been wanting to use this here for so long. I think it's such a beautiful item, but I've never used it. I'm gonna put that in the corner there. What if we also shrunk that and put it at the end of the bed there? I remember I did every room is a different Disney villain and like this whole kind of thing a long time ago, maybe like 2 years ago now. And we did not have nearly as many packs as we have at the moment, obviously. But some of the things we have now are gonna fit this so well. We have the Courtyard Oasis kit we can use. We've got that there from Decor to the Max. Ooh, we definitely have to use these vases in here for sure. And these are perfect. We can decorate with some of these in the corner here. Actually, I'm probably gonna use these as my main source of light. They even have that black and red swatch with the gold that we've been using here. And we have a balcony out here, which I've already kind of added stuff on here, but I'm gonna add a plant from Oasis Courtyard kit. I might also just personalize it a little bit more to this aesthetic with like some of these lanterns here. There we go. He's got like a parrot in the movie, so I'm gonna add this parrot feather. I think I'm just gonna put it right there. Look at that chair. That is perfection. I might actually ditch the desk and the parrot thing because I want to make room for this couch combination here. I think I'm gonna put that in the corner where these lanterns were. We can kind of rearrange a little bit. So this area coming along quite nicely. I do still need a dresser, which I could see us using this one here. That is a new one from high school years. Or I was actually thinking like one of these, maybe a little bit more evil looking, a little smaller to fit the size I need. I'm trying to find something that can get away with being like the genie lamp thing. I think that's gonna be the closest that I'm gonna get from the Oasis Courtyard kit, so I'm gonna leave that as is. But there we go. This is our Jafar bedroom. Honestly, this is so pretty to me. I love the red and the gold in here. I wish these dragons here, I was kind of going for more of like this snake vibe, but I mean, the dragons will work, I guess. So we've got our bed over here. We have our little genie lamp lookalike, and on this side, we've got our dresser and a llama poster. I do need to put something upstairs in this little area, like a tiny little one item thing, which actually, you know what? I'm gonna leave that up to you guys. What do you want me to put up here? I will put whatever you want before putting this on the gallery. Top comment, we will put in the Jafar upper tower here. So there we go. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If Disney villains were teens in The Sims 4 and building their bedrooms based on that, this was a really fun challenge. Honestly, I do not know who my favorite was. So let me know in the comments down below who you guys like the best. I will be putting this house on the gallery under Sydneymacoretta if you want to download it. And thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.